As the sun dipped low on the horizon, the African savanna transformed into a breathtaking canvas of colors. Hues of orange, pink, and gold spilled across the sky, casting a warm glow over the vast expanse of grasslands. The air was alive with the gentle rustle of wind weaving through tall grasses and the distant calls of various birds settling in for the night. Crickets began to chirp, adding a rhythmic hum to the symphony of sounds that echoed across the plains. In this serene twilight, life thrived. Herds of wildebeest grazed peacefully, while a solitary giraffe reached high into acacia trees, nibbling on tender leaves. The scene painted an idyllic picture of the savanna's natural beauty, a world where harmony reigned under the fading light. Yet amidst this tranquility, shadows lurked, and nature's balance was about to shift dramatically. As the last rays of sunlight illuminated the landscape, a playful young rhino wandered away from its mother. With its curious spirit and innocent nature, it explored the vibrant surroundings, unaware of the peril that lay ahead. The young rhino's thick skin glistened in the fading light, reflecting hues of bronze and gray as it meandered through patches of soft grass. But not far off, hidden amongst the tall grasses and rocks, a pride of lions lay in wait. Their golden coats blended seamlessly with the savanna's hues as they observed their surroundings with keen eyes. The lions were masters of stealth, waiting patiently for an opportunity to strike. The calm atmosphere belied the tension that was brewing. A predator's instinct awakened, ready to disrupt the peace that blanketed this wild landscape. Little did anyone know that in just moments, this tranquil scene would erupt into chaos as the circle of life unfolded before them. The young rhino, a bundle of curiosity and innocence, meandered further from its protective mother, captivated by the lush grasses that danced in the gentle breeze. With each step, its small, sturdy legs plodded through the savanna, leaving tiny footprints in the soft earth. The rhino's skin, thick and wrinkled yet still supple, glistened in the fading sunlight, reflecting the last golden rays of day. As it explored this vibrant world, its ears twitched at the sounds of rustling leaves and distant calls of other animals. The young rhino paused to sniff at a cluster of wildflowers, intrigued by their bright colors and sweet scents. With a playful nudge, it tossed its head back and forth, enjoying a moment of carefree exploration. This innocent venture was a joyful dance of youth, filled with wonder and an unawareness of the lurking dangers around. However, this naivety also painted a picture of vulnerability. The young rhino lacked the experience to recognize the signs of danger, how the air suddenly felt still or how shadows shifted ominously in the tall grass. As it wandered deeper into unfamiliar territory, it strayed further from the safety of its mother's watchful eye, oblivious to the predators that prowled just beyond its view. Nearby, the pride of lions observed with predatory interest, their eyes glinting with hunger. They recognized the young rhino's innocence as an opportunity, a chance to seize an easy meal. Yet for now, the young rhino remained blissfully unaware of the peril that surrounded. In this moment of exploration and playfulness, it embodied both the beauty and fragility of life on the savanna, where every creature must navigate a delicate balance between joy and survival. In the shadows of the tall grasses, a pride of lions lay poised and alert, their golden coats blending seamlessly with the sun-kissed savanna. Majestic and powerful, they epitomized strength in the animal kingdom. The pride consisted of several females, each one a skilled huntress, and a dominant male whose presence commanded respect. Together, they formed a tightly knit social unit, their bonds forged through shared experiences and cooperative hunting tactics. As they lounged in the fading light, the lion's keen eyes remained fixated on the young rhino, oblivious to the danger that lurked nearby. Their senses were heightened. Every rustle in the grass and flicker of movement was scrutinized. The lead female, often regarded as the strategist of the group, surveyed the scene with a calculated gaze. She understood that patience was key in the hunt. Too eager an approach could send their prey fleeing. The pride moved with an elegance that belied their strength. Each lion embodied a seamless blend of stealth and agility, perfectly attuned to their environment. As they crouched down low, muscles coiled beneath their sleek fur, it became clear that they were not just observers but hunters waiting for the right moment to strike. The sight of the young rhino, a solitary figure wandering away from its mother, ignited an instinctual hunger within them. The lions sensed an opportunity. A vulnerable creature separated from its protector was an easy target. Their hearts raced with anticipation as they communicated silently through subtle movements and exchanged glances between one another. The air was thick with tension as they prepared to execute their plan. In this ancient dance of predator and prey, the pride embodied nature's raw power while also demonstrating the complexities of their social dynamic. Each lion had a role to play, working in unison to capitalize on the chance presented to them by fate, a chance that could alter the balance of life in this wild expanse. As the young rhino continued its carefree exploration, a subtle shift in the air began to stir an instinctual weariness within it. The once pleasant sounds of the savanna faded, replaced by an eerie silence that hung heavy in the twilight. Something was amiss. The rhino's ears perked up, twitching toward the slightest rustle, its senses sharpening as it instinctively felt the weight of danger looming nearby. In that moment, the playful innocence of youth collided with the harsh realities of survival. The young rhino turned, scanning its surroundings, and caught sight of movement in the tall grass. Shadows shifting and glinting eyes watching intently. Fear surged through its body, causing its heart to race as it realized it was no longer alone. The instincts honed by generations of survival began to awaken within it, urging it to flee back to safety. Meanwhile, the pride of lions tightened their formation, sensing the change in their prey's demeanor. Their muscles tensed with excitement and focus as they began to encircle the young rhino like a tightening noose. Each lion moved with purpose and precision, strategically positioning themselves to cut off any potential escape route. The thrill of the hunt coursed through them, and their predatory instincts sharpened with every heartbeat. With their eyes locked on the young rhino, the lions communicated through low growls and subtle movements, coordinating their approach with an unspoken understanding. The lead female edged closer, her stealthy gait barely making a sound against the grass. The tension grew palpable. Every creature in the vicinity could sense that a pivotal moment was approaching. The young rhino now stood frozen, torn between instinct and fear. It was aware that something was terribly wrong but lacked the experience to fully grasp the danger it faced. As the lions closed in around it, a wave of primal anxiety surged within, and for the first time it truly understood that in this vast savanna, life could change in an instant. Amidst the unfolding tension, a nearby herd of elephants grazed peacefully under the fading light, their large forms silhouetted against the vibrant sky. The matriarch, a wise and formidable female with years of experience etched in the lines of her face, stood at the forefront. Her keen eyes scanned the savanna, always vigilant for potential threats to her family. As she lifted her trunk to sniff the air, an unsettling scent reached her nostrils. Fear mingled with the earthy aroma of the grass. Instinctively, she turned her attention toward the source of agitation and caught sight of the young rhino, now cornered by the pride of lions. Her heart sank at the sight. She understood all too well the peril that awaited the vulnerable creature. With a low rumble that resonated through her massive frame, the matriarch gathered her herd. They responded instinctively, forming a protective circle around their leader as they moved closer to investigate. The elephants were not only aware of their surroundings, but also deeply attuned to the needs of other creatures in their environment. Their social structure was built on cooperation and care, and they recognized that this young rhino was in grave danger. As they approached, the matriarch trumpeted loudly, a call meant to alert her herd and deter any threats. The sound echoed across the savanna, resonating with authority and urgency. The pride of lions paused momentarily, their focus disrupted by this unexpected intervention. The elephant's arrival was no mere coincidence. It was a testament to the interconnectedness of life on the savanna, a reminder that even in moments of peril, help could come from the most unlikely sources. The matriarch stood tall and resolute, her presence commanding respect among all who roamed this land. She knew that strength lay not only in size but also in unity. With determined strides, she led her herd forward, ready to confront whatever danger lay ahead for both her family and the young rhino in distress. With a sense of purpose, the matriarch and her herd of elephants moved with deliberate strides toward the unfolding scene. Each powerful step resonated through the ground, sending ripples across the savanna, as the sheer weight of their presence commanded attention. The elephants walked in a tight formation, their large bodies creating a wall of strength and protection, determined to shield the young rhino from imminent danger. As they approached, the matriarch led the charge, her trunk raised high, flaring to take in every scent of the tense atmosphere. Her ears flapped with authority as she trumpeted again, a clarion call that echoed across the plains, warning any threats that might linger nearby. The sound was both fierce and protective, an unyielding declaration that the elephants would not stand by while another creature faced peril. The lions, poised and ready to pounce, momentarily hesitated at the sight of the approaching herd. Their predatory instincts were met with an unexpected challenge. They had anticipated an easy meal but now faced a formidable force. The tension hung thick in the air as the two groups eyed each other, predators calculating their next move and protectors unwavering in their resolve. The elephants moved closer, strategically positioning themselves between the lions and the young rhino. Each step was measured and powerful, reflecting their determination to safeguard not only their own but also this vulnerable creature in distress. The matriarch's presence inspired confidence among her herd. They could sense her strength and commitment to protect. As they encircled the young rhino, the elephants stood tall, trunks swaying and feet firmly grounded, creating a barrier of safety. The lions could see that this would not be an easy hunt. They were faced with an unexpected alliance in the circle of life on the savanna. The stage was set for a dramatic confrontation as nature's defenders prepared to face off against its hunters, signaling that not all encounters would end in despair. The tension in the air reached a fever pitch as the pride of lions and the herd of elephants faced off, both sides locked in an unyielding standoff. The lions, their sleek bodies poised for action, let out a deep rumbling roar that echoed across the savanna. It was a sound that resonated with primal power, a warning that reverberated through the grasslands, a declaration of their intent to hunt. In response, the matriarch of the elephants trumpeted loudly, her call piercing through the evening air like a clarion. The sound was both fierce and protective, a proclamation that they would defend not just themselves but also the young rhino caught in the fray. The elephants shifted their massive bodies, creating an imposing wall of strength and determination. Their trunks swayed menacingly, ready to ward off any advances from the predators. The pride of lions sensed the formidable challenge before them. They had expected an easy victory, but were now confronted with an unexpected force. The lead lioness narrowed her eyes, assessing the situation as her muscles coiled in preparation. The lions stood on alert, their instincts sharpening as they gauged the distance between them and their potential prey, now shielded by a powerful herd. As the two groups circled one another, the air crackled with energy, a clash of nature's fiercest defenders and protectors. The elephants stamped their feet, sending tremors through the ground, while the lions crouched low, waiting for an opening to strike. Each side communicated in their own language, roars and trumpets mingling in a symphony of survival. The young rhino stood at the heart of this unfolding drama, feeling both fear and confusion as it watched these mighty forces collide. The landscape became a theater of nature's raw power, two great species confronting each other amid the golden hues of twilight, each embodying strength and instinct in a moment that would define their destinies on this wild savanna. In the thick of the standoff, the elephants sprang into action, their instincts for protection guiding them with precision. The matriarch, wise and experienced, signaled her herd with a low rumble that resonated deep within their cores, a call for coordinated action. The elephants moved with remarkable unity, each member of the herd understanding their role in this critical moment. With purposeful strides, they fanned out and formed a protective barrier around the young rhino. The matriarch led the charge, her massive body acting as a shield, while other females positioned themselves strategically, flanking both sides of the vulnerable creature. Their enormous size and sheer presence were meant to intimidate the lions and discourage any thoughts of attack. As they advanced, the elephants communicated through a series of trumpets and low growls, ensuring that every member was in sync. They moved in a fluid motion, creating an almost impenetrable wall that left little room for the lions to maneuver. The young rhino found itself nestled within this towering fortress of strength, surrounded by the unwavering support of its rescuers. The lions watched closely, assessing their options as the elephants closed right. The lead female lion let out a frustrated growl, her instincts urging her to act, but the threat posed by the elephants was undeniable. They were not just large, they were intelligent and strategic in their approach. The pride had underestimated the bond between these gentle giants and their capacity for teamwork. With each heartbeat, the tension escalated. The lions weighed their options against the formidable wall of elephants. In this dramatic face-off, it became clear that nature's defenders were not merely reacting to instinct. They were employing intelligence and solidarity to safeguard another creature in distress. The scene unfolded like an intricate dance of strategy and survival, showcasing that even in moments of danger, compassion and cooperation could prevail against might. As the standoff continued, The pride of lions began to feel the weight of the situation pressing upon them. They had anticipated an easy hunt, but now faced an unexpected alliance between the elephants and the young rhino. The powerful matriarch stood her ground, a formidable presence that radiated strength and determination. The lions, keen observers, noticed the unwavering resolve in her stance and the coordinated movements of her herd. Reluctance crept into their ranks as the lions exchanged glances, each one instinctively aware that they were outmatched. The lead female lion, her eyes narrowing in frustration, let out a low growl that echoed with both defiance and uncertainty. She hesitated, muscles coiled and ready, caught between the desire to claim their prey and the instinct to avoid a confrontation they might not win. The elephants pressed forward, trumpeting loudly and stomping their feet defiantly. The ground trembled beneath their massive weight, a vivid reminder of their power. The matriarch advanced with purpose, her presence commanding respect from all who witnessed this tense moment. The lions could sense the shift in energy. The once simple hunt had escalated into a battle of wills. One by one the lions began to back away, their retreat marked by a mix of reluctance and acceptance. They had come to realize that today was not their day. The risk was too great against such formidable protectors. As they turned to leave, their elegant forms melted into the shadows, a silent acknowledgement of nature's unpredictable balance. The matriarch watched as the pride retreated into the tall grass, her heart steady but vigilant. She turned back to ensure the young rhino remained safe within her protective circle. The tension dissipated like mist under the morning sun. The immediate threat had passed. In this moment of triumph for unity over solitude, it became clear that compassion and cooperation could prevail even against nature's fiercest predators. As the last echoes of the confrontation faded into the evening air, a profound sense of calm settled over the savanna. The young rhino, still trembling from the ordeal, cautiously stepped forward, its heart racing with both relief and gratitude. The matriarch of the elephants remained steadfast, standing guard as the young rhino scanned its surroundings, searching for a familiar silhouette. Suddenly, from the edge of the tall grass, the young rhino spotted its mother. With a joyous grunt, it sprinted toward her, each step fueled by instinctual longing and reassurance. The mother rhino, sensing her offspring's distress, rushed to meet it with a gentle nuzzle, their bond reaffirmed in this moment of reunion. The young rhino buried its head against her side, finding solace in her presence and warmth. Meanwhile, the elephants stood resolute, their enormous forms casting long shadows in the twilight. The matriarch trumpeted softly, signaling to her herd that their duty was fulfilled. Together they had displayed unmatched courage and intelligence in protecting a fellow creature in need. As they began to move away from the scene of tension, they left behind an atmosphere charged with gratitude and respect. The savanna gradually returned to its natural rhythm. As dusk settled over the land, birds began to chirp again, and the gentle rustle of grass filled the air. Life resumed its course, yet beneath this tranquility lay an enduring reminder of nature's delicate balance, where predator and prey coexist in a world governed by instinct and survival. In this encounter, themes of courage and protection intertwined seamlessly. The elephants had shown that true strength lies not just in size but in solidarity and compassion. As night fell over the savanna, it became clear that even in moments of danger, there exists an unwavering bond among creatures, a testament to the intricate web of life that thrives in this wild expanse.